I'm Kevin Beck.
I'm Aaron Jacobs.
And welcome to the latest in Lenovo's First Look series. Today, we're going to be talking about the new ThinkPad X1 Carbon.
Okay, so right off the bat, I can tell this is much thinner and much lighter, which I love.
Yeah, it is. And part of that has to actually do with the name of the system, the X1 Carbon.
Right.
It's the use of carbon fiber and something we call super magnesium that make it so thin and light.
I mean, so light and so thin, it's like 16.5 millimeters to be exact, right?
And that's 0.65 inches.
And 2.6 pounds.
Correct, which is 1.2 kilos.
But that is awesome because when I take my computer with me when I'm going to do work elsewhere, I don't want to be loaded down with something huge and heavy and get like...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I want to point out here is while it is difficult to make a computer thin and light, it is even more difficult to make it thin and light without compromising the integrity, the performance, and more importantly, the toughness and the durability.
Yeah.
So one of the things, as I said, that's special about this is the carbon fiber that we use, the super magnesium. All that is tested in the labs to a massive number of torture tests, but also, most importantly, to U.S. military mil-spec tests.
Ooh, intense.
Right, totally. Because there's, for example, one test that takes it down to 20 below Celsius, up to 60 degrees Celsius, which is something on the close order of about 4 below Fahrenheit, up to about 140 Fahrenheit. So a large range in addition to all these other tests.
Well, and as someone who does a lot of video editing, another thing I appreciate is the 14-inch screen.
Totally. Now, that you bring up video editing, here's something that's very important. You know that computers storage, right?
Yeah.
Hard drives, SSDs. So this has an SSD, which is a solid state drive. But in particular, it has a PCIe NVMe SSD.
That's a lot of letters.
It is a lot of letters, and what it means for you as a video editor, and for anyone who needs to open large or small files quickly, is that you're going to get 2 times the performance of the previous generation on opening files.
Oh, that's so nice. Makes my life easier. Another thing that makes my life easier is the new 4G LTE connectivity.
Right.
So I can work even if I'm in a place that doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Right. So that is also key, having the 4G LTE, right? So you're going to get great speed, great connectivity when you're not in range of Wi-Fi. Right. But one of the things that we've done specifically to make it work even better is related again to the carbon fiber that's used in the cover.
Okay.
So we've got mostly carbon fiber here, but up in the corners we've got little sections of fiberglass.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, and it's all bonded together and totally seamless from the outside. But what it does is it gives you better reception as the radio waves go through the cover.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's really cool.
Yep.
So this is all when I'm, on the go, and I'm taking it elsewhere. But when I'm in my office, I love the wide gig. Can you talk about that?
Sure. So let me guess, right? In your office, you've got a monitor.
Right.
So you need a video port. You've got keyboard, mouse, printer, external hard drive, that kind of thing, all of which need USB ports.
Yeah, lots of cords.
Right. So if you were to bring this into your office, set it down, you would be plugging in lots of different things and unplugging it when you had to leave.
And untangling and all that jazz, yeah.
So here's the brilliant thing about WiGig. There's a WiGig dock. Everything is plugged into that.
Yeah.
And then you bring the laptop in. It connects wirelessly to your dock. You just plug in power and you're ready to work all day.
And that makes everything so clean and tidy in my office, which I love.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very nice. Okay, so moving on to all the fun, geeky stuff. Tell me about that.
Okay, so I'm actually your guy when
you
talk
are.
about totally geeky specs.
So what about the battery life?
Up to 11 hours.
Ooh, nice. Memory.
Memory, we've got options for 4, 8, or 16 gigs of RAM. And that is LPDDR3.
More letters.
More letters.
What about storage?
Storage, the PCIe NVMe SSD that I mentioned, up to 1 terabyte of storage.
Okay, and what about the CPU?
CPU, up to Intel Core i7 with vPro.
And what else? Bring it on home.
Okay, so got a camera, of course, 720p camera. And because this is a fully enabled enterprise business computer, we also have security features like a touch fingerprint reader, a discrete TPM security chip, and the aforementioned vPro.
So everyone can feel like James Bond.
Absolutely.
Okay, and my favorite part of every computer, the accessories.
Of course.
Okay, let's talk about the adapter, because like you said, it's nice that it's thin, it's nice that it's light, and that it's tough, but sometimes too the adapters can just be huge bricks, like monstrosities.
Right. So here's the cool thing. ThinkPad Slim power adapter, right? So it is a 65 watt adapter, but it is 3 times smaller and 5 times lighter than a normal 65 watt power adapter.
It looks like the size of like a telephone charger.
Tiny.
It's really, really small. I love that. So you can go from a brick to a Lego. And then of course, if you're taking on the go, you have to look fancy. You have to look nice and chic, and that brings us to
the ThinkPad X1 sleeve.
Yes.
Right? So we've got a nice black leather sleeve, very slim, very trim, magnetic latch or magnetic catch on top to keep it closed and nice and safe in your bag. Very sleek, very cool, very slim.
Lovely.
Yep.
And Also on design, you know what I'm going to say.
Yep.
I love the earphone case. It's so handy because I can just wrap it up, put it in the case, and it's so convenient. I'm not like messing with cords, getting it out. I've ruined so many like earphones that way.
Yeah. So these are the ThinkPad X1 in-ear headphones. So they have dual drivers. They sound really great highs, great lows. And as you say, they have thoughtfully engineered or designed, whichever way you want to put it, cable management into the case so that you can wrap it up, put it in there, close it up, and you don't get any tangles.
And it's those little, thoughtful things I think makes a difference when you're using the product. We talked a little about the Y-Gig, the Y-Gig dock.
Oh yeah, so you've got the Y-Gig dock. It's a nice little slim cube, and as I said, video ports, USB ports, audio. You just plug everything that you need in there, set the computer down on your desk, it connects wirelessly, and bam, good
Easy to go. And last but not least, of course, the mouse.
Yes. Now the mouse is actually pretty cool. This is called the ThinkPad X1 wireless touch mouse. So it's a cool mouse, Bluetooth, sits beside your computer. It's got a capacitive touch area for scrolling.
Oh.
So you're not like spinning the wheel, right? You can touch it and scroll up and down. But here's the cool thing. You can pick it up, and when you need to make a presentation, right, you can actually use it as a clicker, as a presenter for your presentations.
That's so nice. Well, there you go, guys. That's the new X1 Carbon. It is light, it is thin, it is tough.
It is the world's lightest 14-inch business ultrabook.
Thank you, guys. I'm Erin.
And I'm Kevin.
See you next time.
Thank you.